All right, so it's working now.
Well, no, there's no video.
Probably gotta go to the new one, babe, because I had to kill it because shit didn't work out. Anyway. That's not it.
I know, but that's the one that says it's live.
You have to fast forward it. Are you sure? I mean, that's just coming up on your feed on the channel. Yeah, you need to go to the channel.
Can you take that?
Push up. Never mind. Oh, what's up, Adam? How you doing, man? I am exhausted. It's been a terrible day. Just yeah, put my truck back together. Give me a second. I gotta find my sippy cup. Where the hell did it go? All right, I couldn't find it before I left. No, it's up it's out in the damn garage. All right, that's better. Oh. So, oh, what's cracking, man? What excuse my wife there.
Jesus Christ. Last one, I swear. Done. Hey, Mike.
What's up, Mike? Oh man. Yeah, that was interesting. So here we go again. What's going on, buddy? Just load bearings into this hub to get this back together. And then I gotta redo that tie rod end, of course. Oh, it's always fun when they get caught sideways. So, anyway. Yeah, just putting her back together. And yeah, we got a slightly revamped component going in. If you guys checked that out earlier. But yeah, I could have spent a lot more time and made it a lot prettier, but after an hour or so. Plus, I'm kind of blind in my right eye right now. And as though I'm not exactly looking up right. I had a blood clot in my eye once, and they gave me some medicine that was still in testing because it was free. Because I didn't have really good insurance at the time. And, well, they had to put 3 injections in my eye, which is fine because it got rid of the blood clot. But every once in a while, if I cough real hard or something like that, I get blood squirting out of a hole in my eye, and it creates like a little worm in my vision, and then it dissipates into a cloud. I can't see. So, yay. Yeah, it was all right. We just kind of putzed around at the park. I got some weird going on in my stunt car. I don't know. I tried to program something on it the other day, the Arma or Spectrum 180 or whatever it's got in it, and it obviously didn't work out because it changed my motor direction instead of my BEC voltage, which is what I'm trying to change. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that yet. I gotta get into it and check it out. Where now? No, I guess that is right. It didn't look long enough. So, yeah. Other than that, I ran the Mega Typhon, yeah, it's running good. Plenty of speed, plenty of power, not overheating, anything like that. That's awesome. Okay. So, hey, Bobs, what's going on, man? Yeah, just putting this bitch back together. So, yeah, so I guess there's enough people here now. Let's see if I can blind you guys with this thing. So yeah, that's how it came out. Not too terrible. I mean, it's not pure mirror, but it's pretty good. That was a bastard, by the way. That took way longer than I thought it would. I knew it was going to be some work, but I guess I was just tired, dehydrated. Plus, I had another job. I used some spark plugs for somebody earlier today, and it's supposed to be wintertime, and it's like 90, so I guess I just got a little overheated. Wasn't feeling too good. Back started cramping up. Couldn't breathe right. All the signs of a dying man. See, I thought these were the same. But then I'm looking at them and I'm like, well, it's not quite the same length. Not the same hole size either on that one. Okay. And this is one of those fun Arma conundrums of different parts, different hole sizes. Where are those tie rods I was going to use? Okay. Well, that's going to work out at least. Don't know if all the rest of the stuff I wanted to put on well, but.
Hi.
What? Nice.
I'm a classy bitch.
That's a good one, bro. Bob's RC said my chassis now called Shadow. 6 more weeks of winter. That's tight. Yes, this is big. There you go. Shouldn't have been resistant. Yep. Yep. That makes 2 of them. Oh, that thing don't want to go. Okay. Well, sometimes you just can't teach them new tricks. So I guess that's got to go on the other side, so we get one that's the other way. If they're even threaded from the get-go, because I don't think they are. Right. Yeah, that's probably done. So I guess you have to buy 2 different packs to get all the ends you need for a rear link. Which is just lovely. So the pieces I've been missing that are underneath my bench here. Well, that is what I usually use. I don't think that's the right pen. Nope, that's got to be rethreaded, bigger size. Probably the same problem with the other one. These shotguns I need to put away. And, ooh, look at that. That is what I would like to have on there. So. Anybody got any idea what I'm doing wrong? Just got started there, Cool Spawn. Yeah, just trying to get these rod ends to start working for me properly. Still on the rear end. If you just got in, I'm guessing you didn't see the chassis. Oh yeah, that's gonna be impossible to do. More fun than a barrel of angry chipmunks. So, I'll just rethread it with this one. Yep. Set up for the other side. Go figure. I don't need that one either. Are you kidding me with this? No. There we are. Okay. You guys will have to excuse me. It's been a very long day, to say the least. Got up way too early for a day off. Gotta wait and see how it works. New tariffs. Yeah, right? Yeah, I know. I remember the whole chip thing when I was still with Nissan. That was a whole lot of fun. So, yeah, definitely will. But, fortunately, no longer at a shop that's only one brand. And sorry about all that noise. Mainly what we do is repairs anyway, so I don't have to worry about, stuff getting crazy. And if there's a problem with supplies for newer cars, due to the fact that I really don't work on a lot of them. I mean, 18, 19, 20, a couple of 21s here and there, but not many. And another NP's giving me resistance. This is interesting because I never thought these things were threaded in that direction. Let's see if I get my steering in weak. What was all wrong with it, Cool Spawn? Excuse me just a second, guys. Gotta grab a part. Oh, shit. Come on, really? A single other steering wheel. Oh, there we go. We'll see what happens. All right. Oh yeah. By the way, it's the Kraton chassis, same one that was on it. It's ground off their severely hard anodizing. Props on that, M2C, and polished her up. I made a video about it. Took a little while, but wasn't too bad. And there's that. Inside leg, please be the right one. Nope. Well, maybe. No, I didn't. So weird with these things. This was obviously a longer one. Got cut down. I just find it strange that you can have all these different ends. They're actually pre-threaded because none of them are. All right. So I'd have to reverse thread that just to get it to work. And then this one's probably not even going to work in the first place. It's the wrong hole size. It was the one from earlier. Pay attention, dipshit. Yep. Something tells me we got something wrong with these turnbuckles or some shit. I don't know. That's what happens when you grab parts and you don't know what's going on. Really? Oh, don't tell me that. I was waiting for Mike to hook me up. Seriously, I mean, that would suck. Or is that just on business stuff, not regular post? Duh. Let's see if this idiot can get his damn ends figured out. All right, good there. And yeah, that's the problem. That one's threaded the opposite direction. This one's not. Yep. So that's why. Oh God, those ends don't work. Oh wow.
Come on, boober.
Yeah, it's something I kind of made up. I don't know. It works really well as long as they're going the right direction and they're actually threaded properly. I mean, they don't thread steering ends usually, in my experience. All of a sudden now I'm doing with all these ends that are threaded the wrong way, or these rods are threaded the wrong way. The rods is what I was replacing, so I mean it's really the rods, but yeah. Yeah, because they just get loose. The rod. I wanted to put those bigger rod ends too, because these ones have taken a couple of slams that have bent them, or broken ends or whatnot. Yeah, only until that one's tight. So we'll do one of these, and then yeah, buddy. There we go. Give me back my balls.
No.
I didn't mean my actual balls.
It's all right. I lost those years ago.
What the hell? I only loaned them to you because we were married, and you said it was part of the rules.
Yeah, well, I misplaced them.
Shit happens. Yeah, which brings me to my next point. Don't get married. Oh, you know what? I just put that in the wrong place. Because I like to have those hinged ones on the outside so they don't run against the wheels. Yeah. Not hinged, but whatever you want to call them. The ones that have the little winky do. They're supposed to be up front for steering rods. I like using those on the back end on the outside. Because they don't rub on wheels as commonly. But I like using the flanged ones on the inside because they work better with the nuts. I usually don't have to put a fat washer on them to make sure they don't pop off under extreme pressure. Tu madre es puto. Okay, so got that.
Oh,
Sorry if anybody speaks Spanish. I was yelling at the car, not anybody else. Oh, right. Those are junk. All right. So that's done. Already got my guys replacing this one. Driver. A little bit.
what did it say?
Huh? Oh.
What did it say?
So you get a Kraton. What's your opinion? On the Kraton, I love it. I don't have a lot to compare it to. I mean, I used to say RC career. I've been doing mainly gas on road, some gas off road, like RC10 GT I used to have back in the day. Driven a couple of those big sand rails, whoever makes them, HPI or whatever copy they are. I think of what else. Pan cars, 10 scale, 12 scale, 8 scale. But in the past 5 years, this is pretty much it. My opinion, if you want to compare apples to oranges or apples to apples, whatever you want to say, versus Traxxas, which is their main competitor, I would say that, like if you say take the 8S Kraton versus the T-Max, because that thing's like about the same size, and I would say the T-Max is just a little more clunkier, doesn't handle as well. Might take a bigger beating because it's got more plastic built into it, like the chassis. But I just don't like the way they just lumber around like a lost monkey. You know, they don't really they don't take corners. You know what I mean? Arma seems to have a better performance standard when it comes to actual handling, not just jumping and bashing and stuff like that. But again, you know, the Traxxas rig has its place. As far as the Arma lineup, I think the Kraton is perfect right in the middle of the lineup. Excuse me. I mean, if you want a stunt truck, you got your Outcast, short chassis, easy to wheelie, easy to do endos, easy to flip. Then you got your Kraton right in the middle of the lineup. And then after that, you got your Talon or modified Mojave, whatever, stuff like that. I think it's my favorite truck out of it because I've got the Mega Typhon, which is super long. I've got my stunt truck, which is an Outcast. My wife's got 2 Outcasts, and I've got my Kraton. And my Kraton is my favorite truck by a long shot. I love my Kraton, so I would highly suggest it for sure. Of course, it's my personal opinion, and a lot of people out there will not share that opinion. So definitely do your research, do your homework, and see what you think about it. That's what I say. As many Harvard educated men have said, opinions are like a-holes. Everybody's got one. Most of them stink.
And for God's sake, don't whip it out in public.
I think Einstein said that actually. Oh boy. All right, the long ride there, yeah. So, anybody have any fun this weekend? Do anything wild, crazy, normal, boring? Happen to get to a new level, new personal best on anything? I don't know. Would you like to share something with the group? Sorry, had to. Yeah, get in the hole, you little bastard. Excuse my dirty habit. It's been a long weekend.
I learned something new this weekend.
What's up, babe?
That you're a bigger dork than I thought.
Well, shit happens, doesn't it? Yep. Okay, let's see here. Hey, did you ever finish my laundry I asked you to do? Yeah, I told you to fold my socks and put them in the top drawer.
For those who can't see me, I'm staring at him blankly because he's clearly started smoking crack.
Crack ain't this cheap. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, no kidding. Tools. Love tools. I mean, I work on cars for a living. Of course I love tools. But never go on the rape van. The white and red one.
Oh, God, that's the pedal van.
Not all rape vans are straight white. There's a white and red one that comes to most shops. Like, seriously, there's only 4.
There's actually like 2. One has a big M on it, and the other one has another letter, and they like grown men with paychecks.
Well, and which woman does it? I mean,
to be fair, there's usually a man inside.
Anyway, oh yeah, most of my tools are Maco. Not that they're they are terribly cheaper than the other brand I was just mentioning, but anyway, there's only 4 tool manufacturers in the country. Really, there's only 4 giant places that all that stuff's coming out of. So when it comes to quality, just try different stuff because you can get a lot of stuff really cheap, especially these days. I mean, I'm actually thinking about yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Bob. I'm thinking about getting a welder from Harbor Freight. I haven't heard anything bad about it yet. I've heard some good things though. I just want to I want to learn how to TIG. So I'd like to have a TIG welder. Kind of like when I wanted to learn how to MIG. I just bought a MIG welder and started doing it. And then my neighbor became a master welder. And every other night he'd be yelling across the driveway, "Turn your heat up!" You know, like he could just hear it and be like, "Yeah, yeah." All right, dude. All right, so and we got our links together, so that's done. Of course, there's always spare parts. Oh, there's a diff I assembled last night. So
Mr. Snap
we start bolting our blocks up and getting the rear end together. Then we go through the front. Oh no, the front's already been done actually. Now that I think about it, I did that last night. Yeah. It's been a long weekend. Unfortunately, I don't have exactly the right C block I want because I noticed some of my drilling in my custom made C block inserts. You can see the difference in where those holes are located are quite a bit off. So I did not have an even amount of anti-squat side to side. Mike, what up, buddy? How you doing, man? Putting the crane back together. Hey, check this out. What do you think of that? Thought I'd shine up the chassis. No, actually, I saw MTC was actually offering polished chassis for the 8S for a bit more money when you get one of their, mega kits or whatever. And I was like, I like a polished chassis, so I decided to get myself one. Because you can't always find somebody to polish your chassis. Sometimes you just got to do it yourself.
Usually quicker when you do it yourself.
It's always quicker when you do it yourself. Nobody knows how to operate the equipment like those who are born with it.
That's what we said.
Oh, there we go. Oh, no, that is not. Oh, that's a little bent. Okay, out you go. Wow, am I really missing that many countersunks? Yeah, looks like no, that's it. Yeah, those are only threes from the chassis. All right. Countersunk screws. Button heads, nuts. Actually, I'll probably show you some of that later. There's some counters. What was that, babe?
Bob.
What do you say? Yeah, you gotta love those innuendos. Don't worry, it doesn't get any deeper than that one. I was actually questioning that one as I said it. So, don't worry, my friend. Okay. There we go. All right. Fortunately, there's not going to be too much learning in this. Well, I mean, unless you've already watched other videos, because we're not redoing the diff, and we're going to top the shocks off, but we're not doing anything custom or anything cool with them. Essentially, just basic assembly and check over, make sure everything's smooth and loose. Not loose, but spinning freely. The hubs have already been done, front and rear. In fact, I just finished the last one as I started this. I hope I'll have a replacement housing for this before too long. That's funny. So there's that. How's everything going, babe?
Good.
Did you find that picture I was talking about?
Yeah, it's on my desk.
Okay, cool. Check it out in a second. Let's see. Make some pins. Not going the right way, are we? No, we're not. Hey. And really? Oof, got a little tweak to it. Yeah, well, this is what happens when you jump off the parking garage, isn't it? Okay, she's solid, and that is definitely, a little tight. That's going to be why, because we've got that aftermarket plate back there, but it's not quite open enough. And so I'll have to do some minor modification.
Hold for a second.
Yeah. Hold on just a sec, guys. And I'm back.
Did you mute? Unmute?
What? Yeah, I just took it off. Oh, okay, no, it's going through the plate. It's hitting the backside of the plastic. The plastic wasn't clearanced for the modified plate because the plate's been modified to fit the angles that I prefer, which is 0 or 1 degree rear toe and 3 degrees of anti-squat. I made my own custom plates instead of using the plastic block dudes from the L setup because they break a lot. But in this case, I'm kind of down to nothing, so reason one anyway. Yippers. So I clearance that backing plate a little bit. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more of the plastic out of there because the plastic's not in the same situation it used to be in because we've moved the pinhole. So the pins don't want to go down as far. So all you gotta do is drill a little bit into them, they'll be just fine. Like so. There we go. Now we got a good pin fit. For the most part. Yeah, actually that's great. Alright. Where does that pop out of? And let's see, I'm gonna need some more. Yep. More countersunks. The reason I'm seeing that I have no countersunks laying around is either I was using socket heads or because I busted that many. All right, you know what? I'm getting tired of looking for countersunks. Buttons it is. So, put those in there. All right. Both those screws seem to encompass what they consider the bottom of the hole. So, in fact, the threads feel pretty good, and I don't feel like going back through it and cleaning out all the Loctite. Oh, there's another really good number. I'm going to put in something just a tad bit shorter. It should work, I think. All right. That's a little stub, but brand new it's going to be. It'll be there. Both of these have to be spun around. Oh, no, they're on the wrong side. Yep. All right. See, axle shims still exist on the outsides. And the insides, too. Look at that. So, there's one rear. Come on, get in. Oh, these are going to have to be way adjusted. Yeah. Okay. Looks like a center or something. Where is the fathead job? That was the old front. Okay. Where is my missing axle? Well, I had it because got out of the car we were done, and oh shit! Oh wait, I should have 3 axles up here. No, these all have the same size. That one's got a bigger outdrive, but that's not for this car. That's what I used to get that nut off. All right, well, obviously I need to clean up the place. It's been more jobs than I'd like to admit since the last time I have. Here's my axle. There we go. Where is my rear screw? Probably get this extra magnet out of here that's totally like screwing up my screw hunting ability. Yeah, I'm really surprised actually. I mean, it took a lot more damage on the first hit, considering. You know, I mean, that was frustrating, I'll tell you that. But, I mean, we just brought it home, changed the parts, took it back out there, and shipped it off the roof. They managed to not get arrested. Nah, I mean, it's not like we did anything terribly dangerous. Cleared the road. That's what counts. All right. Couple of Nizzets. You ever have a hard time getting something to thread right? Turn it backwards till you feel it click. When you feel it click, start going forwards. That's when it sets the first thread. It's a good trick that'll help you out a lot, especially when you're trying to screw something in that's in a weird hole or sideways, or because once you cross thread, it's never going back. Or it's not always going back. Sometimes it requires a lot more work than you were intending to do in the first place. Unfortunately. Come on, little Chinese kid. Give me a nut. My roommate Nick's really into buying those. I think we have 3 of them.
Here he comes. Oh, no, not that.
Oh. Oh, we're getting a visit from the Nick.
I thought we were something. He's just going to the potty. Never mind.
Oh, dude, totally, man. Yeah. I'm not sure how we're gonna work that out with MX-74 because there's my phone. I've never been out there during a weekend. Well, I did once just to meet the people, but there weren't a lot of people there that time. But during the week, there's people there. There's like 2 or 3, and they're always cool. They always think it's funny to watch the RC cars on the track. So, like, it would be great if, like, I don't know, they had a down weekend or something, or we could get everybody to get a day off the week. Being new at my job, I'm not going to try that anytime soon. All right, so yeah, camper's definitely out, but that is together, and that is installable, I'd say. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and put that on the truck. After we get rid of El Bendo Bolto. All right. Oh.
Yes.
Who is it, babe?
The dog.
Oh. All right. So, oh yeah. Gotta move this around and what gaskets. All right. There. Right.
Jesse just tried calling you.
Oh, did you really?
I just texted her, told me you were live.
Oh shit! All right. Well, let's see what's up with him. Sorry, guys. Gotta take this call.
Hey, brother, what's up?
What's up, buddy? I'm live right now.
Yeah, I didn't mean to mess up your live stream. I was trying to call because I got a friend with a card that's not functioning properly, and I was like, well, he can come take a look at it, but he only has off weekends. And I said, but a lot of times, I said, I know you like to diagnose over the phone, like just hear what they're saying.
I don't like to. Sometimes I get enough information to actually do it.
You can. So I was like, oh, well, we can pick his brain because he's here right now. But if you're doing your live stream, I don't want to hold you up on all that. But I got his number, so if you want to text back and forth with him or call him tomorrow, I'll shoot you later or something like that.
I will hit you up as soon as I'm done here.
All right, man. Sounds good.
All right, brother, man.
I really love you, man.
Love you too. Later. Sorry about that, guys. Duty calls. As always. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry about that. I got like this muscle spasm thing going on in my back right now. Getting old sucks. So, anyway. Why is my background moving? Got some grease and a screw holder too. Baby, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Will you please grab me a Q-tip or 3? Damn it.
Brody's looking for his tail. Poor thing. He's never going to find it.
Yeah, no kidding. He doesn't have one. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Alright, that'll be fine.
Yep.
Get the grease out of this one.
Bob's like,
What do you say?
Bob, he said, I'm 6'2". I know how you feel. No voice goes up that high, like 5'10" max.
Yeah. I used to be 6'3 1/4", but they've been grinding me down forever. Might want to turn that down, babe. I think I'm almost getting feedback. All right, so outside grease off of there. Don't need that. Come on, you. Overdid it. I'll have to shoot that off some brake cleaner later. All right. More crap out of that hole. All right. But also we got that wing mount skid plate doodad to bolt on too. So there's gonna be nope. Where the hell did I put it? There. More fun than a barrel of pregnant goldfish. All right. Nope. Missed the mark on that one. Yeah. Yeah, we dropped the gasket too. All right. So we'll get the gasket on top of the bolt, and then we'll put the rest of it in. We just keep this hanging on just like this. All right, slide it that way. Kind of put it back in a position when I can. Oh, don't hit it with the knob. Come on, get in there. Oh, 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 no, don't go that far. Right there. That's where I need you. Okay. We're threaded. That was a fun little balancing act, was it not? Oh, and the gasket still ended up on the outside of the knob. Damn you. Okay. So, where in the hell is that? There we go. You little bastard. Come on, get over it. Great way to freaking work out with my new chassis there. Just start beating it up with screws because the damn thing doesn't want to line up. All right, so trying to mount the gasket underneath it. Lined up. Is the gasket worth it? Yeah, if you've looked at the difference between running them and not running them and your grease afterwards through like multi-battery, cycle, yeah, I'd say so. You get a hell of a lot less grime built up in your grease. Hell of a lot less. It tends to stay almost the same color as it was when you put it in. And also, you don't have, when you have aluminum cases, you don't have that vibrational torsion against the chassis that's going to end up loosening your screws. Okay, let's see what kind of depth we got on the back side here. All right, not as much as the front. So I have those out. Whenever you're trying to go to a longer screw, always check your depth. Stick something in there, a small Allen wrench or whatever it might be to, oh, that thing's doing the wiggle jiggle. Goodbye. I don't know if anybody caught that, but that screw was wasn't really going in the hole. It had an orbit around it. I'm not sure if that's quite. No, that is not right. Okay, that's the problem. Let's make sure there's nothing in the way of the hole when checking the depth. Yeah, there we go. All right. Number one rule of multi-bolt system: always have all bolts threaded before any bolts are tightened. Yeah, you guys got to see that. That hole is foobar. So, what I'm going to do? Don't have another case on hand, and I know for a fact I don't have any at the hobby shop because I just bought their last one. My droop is definitely off, I'd say. So that's got to be remedied. Wow, by a bit. Hope I can get that out without taking that back apart, just to get that droop screw out of the hole. That thing's got a buttload of washers on it. I don't know why it was so far off before. I mean, I'm missing a bolt, but that would make the other side lower and the other side higher. It's actually, they're both off. Like, one should be higher, one should be lower, like, in the grand scheme of things. Oh, yeah, more work. So, oh, boy. Yeah, RGB, the problem with that is that as soon, if you don't get, like, it hardened enough before you bolt it down, then it actually just goes down flat pretty much. It only fills the gaps, but you still have some surface contact all the way around. And the other problem with that is that you can't get a uniform bead to dry before putting it on. It won't be the same thickness all the way around, so you might have something lifting or, whatever, something like that. That would be my excuse on that one, but if it works for you, man, right on. I just don't think that it would work. Because it's just, there's no, once it becomes a hardened substance, then you can't really manage it without physically cutting it. And before it's a hardened substance, it will just collapse under the pressure of the parts being bolted together. Just a thought. I mean, to make a better sealant, of course, for sure. But that is one of the benefits of the paper gasket, is having the resistance to the vibration that is spread through the chassis from the motor, because it is fairly extreme on most cars. Yeah, I think I overdid on that side. Always use washers on your drift screws because they will just blow right through your control arms. That is a proven thing. Especially if you're running 10-pound springs, like we do on everything. Oh. Well, we're in the ballpark. We're not quite there yet, Jethro. All right. One more shot, and droop is done. And take a look at bolting the rest of this back together. Don't think I'm going to make it too far past the rear end tonight, guys. Kind of feeling a hankering to go play some Gran Turismo and kick some ass. I gotta make sure I turn it back on hard before I do this race, because it's too easy if I don't. Not that I'm tooting my own horn. I suck. I'm not a great driver. I'm an okay driver. I can pedal the car, but I do my best work behind the pit wall. I learned that at a very early stage in my career. Driver, I am not. Person who can make a driver better, I am. All right, I like that. We got nice free moving suspension. Nothing binding up. We got our droop fairly well set. I mean, it's close. We might have to move it a little bit, but I mean, side to side, the axles are about the same angle. I don't like them down that far, but we're ballparked. So I'm gonna bolt the back end back on here, which is going to involve nuts, because that part of that aluminum bulkhead is definitely stripped out for sure. And of course, we got our massive mongoloid screws to go through here, because I don't have anything else on hand. And they were out of that particular size at the hobby shop. Oh, that's got to have the is that? Yeah, no. Is that the center brace hole? Yeah, and then the chassis brace hole is the one below it, right? Speaking of chassis braces. Right. Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah. Okay. And that's front, right? Yep. Okay. So Right. Bolt that up and get that sorted. Got the blowed out screw out of it before. If you guys saw that when I took it apart. So, let's see. Hey, Bob's RC, man. Good seeing you later on. Hope to see you again. I don't know. I guess that's kind of it for a minute. Kind of got sub assemblies here. Got my motor, my center diff, got my battery tray, and my ESC, and then I got my front end right there, and just kind of pieces here and there. But building a truck right takes a while. You know, you don't want to have anything that's binding, anything that's not true, anything that's not straight, anything that's not at the angle you want it at. Because you'll get inconsistent handling and nobody likes it. Handling vehicle. Well, like I said, I do my best work behind the pit wall. I'm very good at setting up cars. I used to work for a Formula 4 team for a little while, but it was a weekend job, and I got tired of going out on the weekends and still having to have a full-time job. When I thought I would get into being a race car mechanic, but it never came to fruition, unfortunately. But I don't live in Europe also, and that's probably why. Anyway, yeah. Oh God. Oh, maybe I'm having a heart attack. Who knows? All right, gentlemen. I'm gonna roll up for tonight. I will be back on this rig. God knows, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know. Sometimes we don't want to bore the hell out of everybody. I'm just trying to document the shit. Anyway, you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in and commenting and being God's gift to the RC world. Everybody have a great night, and I'll see you on the flip side.